Yo, Skid, what's up everybody, man? Y'all know who I be. It's your man, Pooh. CYGG. Now we're going to be talking about the best superstar abilities and X factors in Madden 21 to have within the franchise mode. I did this video last year, so I figured I'd do this video again this year. But two things I'll be addressing before we get into that is, number one, I know you may see a lot of superstars who have an X factor and 4 superstar abilities and stuff like that, or 3. But when you actually get to franchise mode, those guys will not have those 3 or 4 adjustable abilities, and no, you cannot get your players to that point. So I know that's a bummer, but that's that. Also, number 2, we're going to be talking about how to get, pick any X factor you want. Same as last year. If you seen my video last year, go to retire coach, create new character. Then after that, you just want to go find the team that you are coaching or playing for. It's going to get rid of your custom head coach, so you got to be prepared for that. Change role, pick player, active player, and as you guys can see, those quarterbacks, that's just for this video. But then you want to pick view player card. And once you get through view player card, you're going to be able to pick whatever ability you want for your character, and you just do the same thing over once you get out. Now, with that being said, let's get into this. Now, when we're talking about the most OP quarterback or the best quarterback, it would be the Omaha X Factor inside DEADEYE. Fearless as a superstar ability because it used to be an X Factor. Pass lead elite, gunslinger because you get to throw faster, and escape artist so you can escape pressure just in case it gets to you. Now those are my specific picks for the best quarterback in my opinion. Some people want to use no look DEADEYE, but I'm not throwing across my body to even use that, so that's why I use pass lead elite. Now let's just say you want to do more of a pocket style quarterback, then we can go to that and we can say gambler as the X factor, quick draw, roam and DEADEYE. Then you got clutch, and then after that, because I pick roam and DEADEYE. You can pick pocket DEADEYE if you want to, but after that, long range DEADEYE, and then protected to keep your quarterback protected. Now if that protected ability doesn't work and you're not protected, that's where roam and DEADEYE comes in at, because if you're already a pocket style quarterback, you're going to be making those good pocket passes without pocket DEADEYE, and that's just my opinion. Now on to the running back. The most OP style of running back is you got the Wrecking Ball X Factor, evasive, which gives you jukes and spins, and then after that you have the Bulldozer superstar ability. Now the reason why I put Bulldozer and evasive together, because you can't get the Bruiser superstar ability that Nick Chubb has. For some reason it's only aligned with wide receivers, which is weird. I don't know why it's only given to wide receivers, but with that being said, since you can't get those armbar and you have to replace, you have to put evasive in the place of armbar, with Wrecking Ball you get those stiff arm animations. So you get the trucking animation with Bulldozer, and once you execute the X Factor, you have stiff arms, trucking, and the evasive ability with your juking and spin. So you can stiff arm, truck, spin, and juke as a running back. You can do everything. You're unstoppable, and that's the reason why I chose this one. Now for those who may be thinking about making an elusive running back, I would go with the spin cycle, human joystick, and first one free as the X factor, because you can't, you use the human joystick to replace the jukebox, and you get the spin cycle. And with that being said, the first one free gives you the free jukes, so you can be able to do everything, in the elusive category. But the first running back is better in my opinion. Now with the wide receiver, double me is always the best in my opinion, because you just catch on one-on-one coverage. Then you get route technician and grab and go. Now route technician, basically whatever route you break out of, you release off people. Now I seen somebody saying grab and smash because you get a high success chance of breaking the next tackle, whereas yak 'em up would be better in my opinion, because you're guaranteed to break the next tackle. But in my opinion, it's double me, route technician, grab and go. Those are, that makes the best receiver in my opinion. Now for the tight end, just like last year. Now, excuse the train noises in the background, but y'all already know matchup nightmare, double me as the X factor, and the other superstar ability will be all day, which means all day basically means your tight end can block. Now I know somebody was telling me yak 'em up, or Vanguard would be a better substitute, but in my opinion, it's all about that double meat and that all day, because you get the block and be a nuisance in the pass game. Last year, you got to remember, why is Matchup Nightmare so effective? Because Matchup Nightmare means better catches against linemen and linebackers, and who are usually guarding or, covering the tight ends? Linebackers. And that's what makes this ability the ultimate, mismatch, or, the ultimate effective ability against, the defense, because they got to put linebackers on the tight end. So that's where this comes into play and makes this the OP build. Next, we have the edge rushers. Now, if you're an outside linebacker or an end, basically you're going to go with the blitz X factor. The reason why, because, they are, what it said, they are motivators when, they enter the zone, and they're basically damn near unblockable with this ability. And this year, you got to understand that it's all about pass rush points. So that extra credit, it gives you a great, boost to pass rushing. So edge threat makes you more of a threat off the edge. Now, let's just say you don't want to go with the edge threat ability. Then the next best ability that you can go with can either be defensive rally, or in my opinion, the other one, which happens to be my favorite, which is not double. I mean, double or nothing is cool, but I am talking about Mr. Big Stop, which is on 3rd and 4th down. You basically get those, you get to replenish your pass rush points, and you get to be more effective on those downs, especially with the extra credit superstar ability that adds to this X factor. This will make you dominant and a force off the edge when getting to the quarterback. So you can either go edge threat or Mr. Big Stop. It doesn't matter. You will still be effective. Now, after this, we go into the defensive tackle, which is, most likely going to be super OP, which is you go with the Relentless X factor, because, you're going to shed blocks by, the force of will. They are going to be unstoppable. And I already told you guys about the pass rush points. So with that, you're going to get instant rebate as your first superstar ability, because it basically, for every block shed you get, it gives you a pass rush bonus point. So how do you get those block sheds? Well, by being a run stopper, because when you're a run stopper, you automatically win those block sheds. So in other words, anytime they run the ball, you get a pass rush bonus because of how dominant you are. So by doing one thing, you get a boost to another. So you just become an unstoppable force for those who either having an end on the inside or a defensive tackle on the inside. This is the most OP build here, and once you execute that activate that X factor, then it's going to be over. Now, that's just me personally. I mean, I know some people want to do other stuff, but to me, these abilities just make the most sense for the defensive tackle, and making a defensive tackle or whatever, player you got on the inside unstoppable. Instant rebate, run stopper, all of it makes sense. Now let's get on to the next player, which would be the middle linebacker or prototype linebackers right outside, whichever ones you have planned in. Now, of course, I'm going to go with Avalanche as the X factor, and then afterwards I'm going to go with Enforcer as the superstar ability, settled because in order to activate the Avalanche X factor, you got to make hit sticks and hit stick tackles. And what helps you make those hit stick tackles? The Enforcer ability. And then when you activate the Avalanche X factor, you have to make a hit stick tackle in order to force a fumble. And what will help you with that? The Enforcer. So both of these help each other, and they complement each other so well. And also, to be effective in a pass game, I do mid-zone KO setup, because linebackers are usually playing in the middle of the field, whether it's cover 2, cover 3. That's usually where they line up at. They're in the middle. So basically, you get to be effective in a pass game, and you also get to be a monster and making hits on the ball carrier. This to me is the most OP linebacker build, and everything makes sense. Now let's get on to the cornerback. Now, in my opinion, I love the shutdown X factor. That's just me. I'd rather the shutdown X factor. And with the superstar abilities, you got to go with acrobat and one step ahead. Now, that's if you want to run man coverage. Now, if you guys can see, you can't really put nothing else in the first slot. And in the second slot, that's like the best thing you can put there. I mean, I wouldn't advise bench press if you already got shutdown. I mean, what's the use of it? Now, I mean, another X factor you can put in that place would be bottleneck. I mean, bottleneck or shutdown, you really can't go wrong with either X Factor. It just depends on which one you want to choose. But basically, acrobat, one step ahead, basically is going to be the best things to go with at the corner position. Now for the safety, now whether strong safety or not, I choose the universal coverage as the X Factor. And when it gets to the superstar abilities, I got tackle supreme and I got the lumberjack as the superstar abilities. Now why did I do that instead of just making a coverage safety? And this goes for both, you know, strong safeties and free safety. They both get the same thing. The reason why is because he's already going to be effective once that X Factor activates. He's going to be able to cover man coverage and zone coverage. So until he gets to that point, make him an effective tackler. He can't be shaken in the open field because he has tackle supreme, so nobody can get past him, and he can force those hit stick tackle. Well, since you don't get enforcer, basically you got to do lumberjack and get those cut stick hit stick tackles and stuff like that. Now I did try with the linemen. And the linemen, you know, they don't get superstar X Factors or nothing like that. So, I mean, you can't really do nothing. You can't change the lineman abilities. You just got to get what they give you. But if this video helped you guys, or if you guys have an idea of what a better version of players you can make within the franchise mode, then go down to the comments below and tell us what is your most OP build for a player. But until next time, it's your man Pooh, CYGG, and I'm out.